So good morning everyone. Today is another micro teaching class, and today we are seeing skill of explanation. Okay. So last class we have learnt about measurement, assessment and evaluation in last class. That's when you have to say yes and no. Okay. So there are five types of evaluation. One is formative, summative, then continuous, comprehensive, and the last one is continuous and comprehensive evaluation. So 5 types, but in this class we are saying only formative evaluation. Okay. What is the suppose if your teacher is preparing for a class, what is the first and foremost a teacher will be thinking in preparation of a class?
How to explain?
How to explain? What, any other thing? What is the teacher which is very important for a classroom preparation? Which one will be more important for a teacher? Content, explanation. One more thing is there, and that is that we call it as objective. The first one, content is also important, explanation is also important. We should have objective. That objective we call it as, you remember? Instructional objectives. And that there are two. One is general instructional, the other is specific. Specific instructional objective is important for a teacher. That is the first step. Based on the objective only, the other things will come. Explanation, content, or teaching learning material, or evaluation also. Therefore, the first and very foremost important thing for a teacher is the instructional objective. Okay, for any class. So that we will be having, we will be preparing a lesson. And that based on the information, based on the instructional objective only, we will be providing explanation or learning experience. Then at last what we will be doing? Suppose if you teach, you have objective, you are providing learning experience, and at the end of the instruction what we will be doing? Evaluation is generally comes at the end. Okay. So in that process I will tell a little example. Suppose if I am teaching about ionic bond, I will be using examples. If I am teaching ionic bond, I will be using examples. Normal example is sodium and chlorine. Sodium atom, it is an electropositive, it loses an electron and becomes positive ion. Chlorine takes that electron and becomes negative ion. Now an atom lost an electron and becomes positive ion. Another atom takes that electron and become negative ion. Now we have positive ion and negative ion. There exists a force of electrostatic force of attraction. That force of attraction is called as ionic bond. Okay. If I tell all these things, the same meaning will be constructed in your minds. This meaning construction, if you test this meaning construction, it is called as formative evaluation. Formative evaluation is done during the class, during the teaching learning process. So did you understand? Like I have taken an example for ionic bond. If I tell, the meaning will be constructed in your minds. If the teacher tests that meaning during the teaching learning process, it is called as formative evaluation. If I test at the end of the portion, it is called summative evaluation. So formative evaluation is during the teaching learning process, and summative evaluation is at the end of the process. Thank you.